Welcome to the news on Assets Television. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. President Tinubu invites UAE counterpart to Nigeria. Nigerians decry high rate of inflation in the country. Plus, APC-PDP at war in Edo State. And now the news in detail. The President of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has accepted an invitation from President Bola Tinubu to visit Nigeria in 2025. Tinubu, who arrived in Abu Dhabi on Sunday as a guest of the UAE President to participate in the Sustainability Week, urged his counterpart to collaborate with Nigeria to strengthen its economy. This was disclosed in a State House release on Thursday by Tinubu's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. Tinubu extended the invitation to Al Nahyan on Wednesday night during their bilateral talks at the Emirate Palace, Mandarin Oriental, Abu Dhabi. During their discussions, Al Nahyan thanked the Nigerian leader for accepting his invitation and expressed the UAE's determination to strengthen economic cooperation with Nigeria. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tugar, Minister of Finance Wale Edun, and National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu accompanied Tinubu to the meeting. The federal government is set to grant presidential pardons to convicts serving various jail terms across custodial centers in the country. To initiate the process, the government inaugurated the Presidential Advisory Committee on the Prerogative of Mercy with the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Lagbaja Hassan as chairman. The committee includes representatives from the Nigeria Police Force, the Nigerian Correctional Service, the National Human Rights Commission, the Christian Association of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, alongside other notable members such as Justice Augustine Utsaha, Professor Alkasum Abba, Akinolu Olujimi-san, and Professor Nike Ijaya. Speaking during the inauguration, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, said Section 175 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, confers special powers of prerogative of mercy on the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. According to him, the power enables the President to grant pardon to any person convicted on any offense created by the Act of the National Assembly. While the organized private sector has expressed worry over the continued hike in the inflation rate in Nigeria, stressing that this will further raise the cost of production, raw materials, logistics, and machinery, among others. The National Bureau of Statistics reported that Nigeria's inflation rate rose to 34.80% in December 2024, reflecting a slight increase from the 34.60% recorded in November. According to the latest Consumer Price Index report, the marginal rise of 0.20% was attributed to heightened demand of goods and services during the festive season. On a year-on-year basis, the December inflation rate marked a significant increase of 5.87 percentage points compared to 28.92% in December 2023. This highlights a continued upward trajectory in consumer prices, driven by economic challenges such as currency depreciation, high energy costs, and persistent supply chain disruptions. According to the NBS report, the average inflation rate for the 12 months ending December 2024 stood at 33.24%, up from 24.66% recorded during the same period in 2023. While the Bank Customers Association of Nigeria, BCAN, has said that the banks that were penalized by the Central Bank of Nigeria for not ensuring cash availability via their automated teller machines deserved the punishment. This was disclosed in an exclusive chat with the president of Beacon, Dr. Uju Ogubunka. CBN sanctioned 9 deposit money banks with fines totaling 1.35 billion naira for failing to ensure cash availability via automated teller machines during the festive season. Each of the banks was fined 150 million naira following spot checks that revealed non-compliance with the Apex Bank's cash distribution guidelines. Well, the Nigeria Customs Service said that it recorded 397 seizures of vehicles valued at 5.64 billion naira in 2024 as it continued to ensure import regulations and protect government revenue. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, disclosed this in Abuja during a press briefing on the service's activities for 2024. According to him, the service recorded significant seizures of other restricted items, including 3,785 bales of textiles valued at 945 million naira, 183,527 bags of rice, various quantities of footwear, beverages, and other consumer goods, protecting local industries and supporting the government's economic diversification agenda. Adeniyi emphasized that the comprehensive approach to enforcement is aligned with both national security objectives and international obligations, stressing that it positions the NCS as a crucial actor in the nation's security architecture as they continued to facilitate legitimate trade. Asset Television News will make a return after the break. Thank you for being there. If you are just joining us, you are watching the news on Asset Television. Gunshots disrupted the Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which began hearing on Wednesday in Benin City, the state capital. The tribunal had commenced hearing on the petitions challenging the September 21st, 2024 Edo Governorship election, where Monday Okpebolo of the All Progressives Congress APC was declared as the winner. The main challenger at the tribunal is Aswe Igodalo of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Meanwhile, the PDP and the APC in the South state have traded words over shooting incident at the tribunal venue. APC chairman in the state, Emperor Jared Tenebe, alleged that the disturbing and unacceptable incident was carried out by members of the PDP. However, the chairman of the Edo PDP Caretaker Committee, Anthony Aziegbemi, refuted the claims of the APC, accusing the party of sponsoring thugs to disrupt the tribunal. The Labour Party has announced that it had commenced the process of mobilizing youths across the country ahead of the 2027 general elections. The move was disclosed in a statement issued by the national youth leader of LP, Prince Kennedy Ahanotu. Ahanotu also stated that 3 special assistants had been appointed to help facilitate the mobilization process across their respective regions. The 3 aides are Ahmad Ya'u from the northeast, Te Umbu Benjamin North Central, and Nworu Sunrise Southeast. Well, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has said it requires 850 billion naira for the rehabilitation of runways at airports nationwide. The managing director of FAN, Olubunmi Kuku, lamented the state of the runways in the country while receiving the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Dr. Ibrahim Kana. Kuku said the runways built in the late 1970s had outlived their lifespan. She added that aside from the runways, other airport infrastructures such as terminals also need major rehabilitation, stressing that this has been affecting operational efficiency and safety. The fan boss, however, promised to modernize the airport's infrastructure by renovating terminals, expanding runways, and upgrading navigational aids. Earlier, the permanent secretary expressed confidence in the ongoing transformation within Nigeria's aviation sector. He promised the ministry's continued support to FAN. One of the princes that contested for the position of Alafin of Oyo, Lukman Badegeshin, has headed to court to challenge the appointment and presentation of the staff of office to Prince Akim Owo-Ade as the new Alafin of Oyo by Governor Seyi Makinde. Badegeshin, who was said to have been recommended by a faction of the Oyomesi, is appealing that the court set aside the approval of appointment and presentation of staff of office to the new Alafin carried out by the governor. In a pre-action notice signed by his legal representative, Adekunle Shogbaloju-san, a copy of which was addressed to the governor, he insisted that the governor's action run foul of the Oyo State Chiefs Law 2000. The kingmakers and the governor have been embroiled in a heated dispute over the selection of a new Alafin. 5 out of 7 Oyomesi members had recommended Badegeshin for the role. However, on January 10th, Makinde approved Owade as the Alafin and presented him with the staff of office. Well, away from the national stories now, Israel's cabinet is due to meet today to approve a ceasefire and hostage release deal with Hamas in Gaza, raising hopes of an end to a 15 months of war. Many Palestinians and families of Israeli hostages have celebrated the deal, which is expected to begin on Sunday with an initial 6-week truce. But for now, the fighting continues. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency says at least 20 Palestinians have been killed since the deal was announced yesterday evening. Hamas attacked southern Israel on 7 October 2023, killing about 1,200 people and taking 251 back to Gaza as hostages. The attack triggered a massive Israeli offensive on Gaza, during which more than 46,000 Palestinians have been killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. And in sports, Nigeria will be up against Senegal, Sudan, and the Republic of Congo in Group D of the 8th African Nations Championship, which has now been moved to August 2025, but with Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda still to jointly host. At the draw held inside the famous Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi on Wednesday evening, joint host Kenya had Group A that also includes Morocco, Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Zambia. Kenya and 2018 winners Morocco will clash in the opening match of the tournament. With that sports story, we wrap the news. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Thank you for watching.